AI can write blogs in seconds, so is copywriting dead? And the real question is, if we're all using the same tools, how can you make sure that your words don't sound like everyone else's? Let's find out. I'm gonna put you to the test with 4 headlines. 2 are legendary human-written ads from the pre-AI era, and 2 are AI-generated. Can you tell which is which? We've got Think Small, Built for the Moments That Matter, Good Things Come to Those Who Choose Better, and You Can't Top the Copper Top. Lock in your answers because later we'll break down why 2 of these lines are still considered some of the best copywriting of all time and why the other 2 sound just fine. In this video, we're diving into one of the most powerful skills humans have mastered, copywriting. We'll go head-to-head with AI, unpack what actually makes words persuasive, and I'll give you the ultimate workflow to scale copy without losing that human edge. And if you want to go even deeper, HubSpot has a free copywriting crash course packed with frameworks and templates that you can plug straight into your business. I will link it in the description. So, is copywriting really dead in the AI era? Let's see what the streets think. So now that we're in the AI era, do you think that copywriting is a human job or a robot job?
I think it's a human job.
Robot.
I would say a human job.
Robot job now.
Human. Let's put it to the test. For round 2, I have got this headline written by yours truly and this headline written by AI with a very simple prompt. I'm going to show you 2 headlines.
Okay.
Which one stands out to you the most?
2.
Number 1. Probably 2. Number 2.
I think number 1.
Headline 2 for sure.
2.
Number 1. So humans won this round. We love that. For round 3, we're going to keep this human-written headline, and we're going to keep the AI-written headline, but we're going to put both head-to-head with this new headline written by AI with human intervention. This one was created with a very specific prompt, using the exact formula that I'm going to show you later in this video. Now, before we get into it, comment which one do you think will win? All right, let's find out. Out of these 3 headlines, which one would capture your attention the most?
Still 2.
3. Still number 2.
Headline 3.
Number 3. Number 3.
Probably still number 1.
Number 3. Well, we have a very clear winner here. So what does this tell us? AI isn't replacing humans, it's amplified by human direction. So let's head back to the studio and get into exactly how to do it. Let's clear this up once and for all. A lot of people think copywriting means writing blog posts or newsletters or social captions, but that is actually content writing. It teaches, informs, and builds trust over time. Copywriting is the persuasive layer inside your content, okay? It is the 24/7 salesperson working quietly in your words, the line that makes someone stop scrolling, nod along, or click follow. If your copy is vague or generic, it's like hiring a salesperson who can't close a deal. To put it simply, content writing builds trust, and copywriting drives action. So if you don't understand why certain words persuade people, no AI tool can fix that. That's why mastering both and knowing when to use each is what makes your content actually connect. Let's take a look at those headlines from the beginning. Think small. This one is real. It comes from a Volkswagen ad from 1959. When American cars were getting bigger, Volkswagen leaned into being small, and that contrast made it iconic. Built for the moments that matter. This one is AI generated. It sounds polished, but it's vague. Is it about a car, a phone, insurance? If your copy could belong to 10 different industries, it doesn't persuade. Good things come to those who choose better. This one is also AI generated. It feels motivational, but it's empty. What does better mean? Without specificity, it doesn't connect to a real product or promise. You can't top the copper top. This one is real. It's from Duracell in the 90s. It flowed nicely, it tied directly into their product's design, and it made their batteries feel stronger than the competition. So what makes the human-written ones stand out? Human copywriters lean on timeless techniques that are rooted in psychology. Here are the 4 techniques you need to know. 1. Specificity creates trust. Humans believe details. Think small points to a specific product truth. Volkswagen cars were smaller. Copper top ties directly to Duracell's physical design. 2. Emotion drives decision making. People justify with logic, but decide with feelings. Volkswagen made buyers feel proud of being different. Duracell reassured you that your choice was smart and dependable. 3. Memorability makes it stick. Rhyme, rhythm, or contrast embed lines in memory. Think small was radical because it flipped convention. Copper top has a nice rhythm and kinda rhymes. Copper top? Cop top? 4. Positioning gives meaning. Copy works best when it taps into culture or challenges the norm. Small challenged the American obsession with big cars. Copper top made their design a symbol of strength. Bottom line, words persuade when they're specific, emotional, memorable, and positioned with intent. Without those, they're just filler. And that is why before you even write a single word, you need clarity. 90% of copywriting happens before you even write. So let's do a quick exercise to help you get crystal clear. This is the same exercise that top brands use to keep their voice consistent across ads, emails, and social posts. It's simple, but it's going to give you a brand compass, which is a guide that you can use and feed into AI to make sure that your words always land. So first, you're going to write one sentence about who your audience is and what they want. For example, Lululemon, a brand for people around the world who want to live a healthy and active lifestyle. Next, write down 3 to 5 words that describe your brand's personality. Duolingo is inspiring, inclusive, curious, and quirky. You see it in every push notification and every campaign. Now, write one sentence that explains your brand mission in plain language. Patagonia's mission is, we're in business to save our home planet. It's simple, but it's effective. Then, write down 3 to 5 core values. These are the non-negotiables of your brand. If you want, you can include a little explanation of why you have these values. For example, Legos include imagination, learning, caring, fun, quality, and you can see there's a reason for each. Now you have one sentence about your audience, 3 to 5 personality words, one mission statement, and a handful of values. Together, these become your brand compass. Keep this nearby because in the next section, we're going to use it to build your brand's copywriting playbook and feed it into AI. If you do need more help with this section, I have a whole video walking you through how to create a brand strategy step-by-step that will really help you out. I'm going to link it in the description for you. All right, let's take this and put it into action. So technically, it doesn't really matter what AI tools you use for copywriting. What matters is how you prompt AI. The output is only as good as the input, right? So your brand compass is what makes AI stop being vague and start actually sounding like your brand. So let's walk through the 4 steps to get this right. Step 1 is to build your brand compass. Good news, you have already done most of this in the exercise. Now it's just about making it useful. Take what you wrote down, your audience, personality words, mission, and values, and save it somewhere that is easily accessible across devices. So this could be a Google Doc, a note, an email to yourself. I'm saving mine in a Notion doc, so it doesn't matter whether I'm on my phone, my tablet, my computer. My brand compass is always easy to find. Then go one step further. Paste all of that into ChatGPT or whatever tool you use and ask it to turn it into a short, reusable brand blurb that you can drop into any new AI chat. That way, instead of rewriting your brand compass every single time, you've got a ready-made paragraph that instantly primes AI to stay consistent with your voice. Step 2 is to choose and prime your AI assistant. The most important step is personalizing AI with your brand compass. That's what turns AI from generic to on brand. How you use it depends on the tool. Free tools like ChatGPT free, Gemini free, Meta AI, these all have shorter memory and may not remember your voice over time. This is why we just created your pre-written brand blurb. If you're using free tools, paste that at the start of every new chat for consistency. Paid tools like ChatGPT Plus, Gemini Pro, Jasper, Copy.ai, Perplexity Pro, these all have more memory, which means that they can save your brand voice once you set it, so you don't have to retrain it to sound like your brand every single time. Integrated tools like Canva Magic Write, Meta AI integrations, Gemini and Google Workspace, Microsoft Copilot, various social media schedulers, these are convenient because they live inside the platforms that you already use, but the outputs can be generic. So instead of publishing them as is, copy the draft into your primed chatbot to sharpen it and make it sound more like you. One tool that I am absolutely loving recently is HubSpot's AI Copywriter. It's built right into the customer relationships management tool, so you can draft blog posts, landing pages, and emails based on your brand compass and your audience insights without ever having to leave the platform. It is linked in that copywriting crash course that I linked in the description. Step 3 is to prompt like a pro. One of the biggest mistakes that people make with AI is asking it to do too much with too little information. So if all you say is, write me sales copy, you're gonna get something that sounds super generic. Try using this prompt formula when you prompt AI for copywriting. Mention the task, so what you want, headline, caption, email, landing page, etc. Then mention the platform, where it's going, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, email, your website. This is important because copy that works on a LinkedIn post won't necessarily land the same way in a TikTok caption. Next, mention the goal, what you want to achieve, drive clicks, get signups, boost awareness, etc. And lastly, add context. Include anything that will give AI something more to work with. So this could be extra instructions, draft assets, campaign briefs, style guides, insights or analytics, spreadsheets of data. You can link to websites, attach screenshots of inspiration from other brands. The more detail you give, the more specific and on brand the output becomes. And if you are using free tools, remember to add in your brand blurb at the start of a new chat every single time. Now, let's look at this in action. If you want a headline, it could go something like this. Write me 10 headline options for a Facebook ad to promote our September growth campaign. Here's a mock-up of the ad and a list of past top-performing headlines. For sales copy, write 3 persuasive variations of a landing page to convert visitors to signups. Here's the product details and a CSV of last month's conversion data. Use 1 urgency angle, 1 social proof, and 1 benefits focused. If you're writing emails, draft a 200-word newsletter for email announcing this month's campaign and drive signups. Here's last month's newsletter, this month's campaign brief, and a subject line from a competitor for inspiration. For social posts, write 3 captions for Instagram that will drive engagement. Here's the post. Write 1 casual caption, 1 informative, and 1 playful. Step 4 is to refine. This step is very important. Audit the outputs against the 4 foundations we covered earlier: specificity, emotion, memorability, and positioning. Ask yourself these 4 questions. Is it specific to my product, or could it fit anything? Does it make me feel, or just state facts? Is it memorable enough to repeat tomorrow? Does it show how we're different? If the answer is no to any of these, tweak it. Add more context, push for more emotion, or rewrite it in your own words. Now remember, AI loves features, but people buy benefits. A feature is what your product has. A benefit is what your customer gets. Duracell's feature was, our batteries have copper tops. The benefit-driven line became, you can't top the copper top. One is a fact, the other is a promise. Your job is to push AI from facts to promises that connect emotionally. If you're having trouble with this, drop your product features in the comments and let's all work together to figure out the benefits. Now tell me, have you ever scrolled past a company post that was so obviously written by AI? It's super cringy, right? Well, AI usually gives itself away by being too polished, too vague, or dropping filler like unlock your potential or transform your business. If it doesn't pass the read out loud test, it's not ready. Don't just copy paste. Swap words, add quirks, and weave in details that only you would know. Now here's how you can level up with every prompt. Once you've refined the copy into something you'd actually publish, feed it back into the chatbot. Say, here's how I rewrote your output. Study this version and learn from it so you can write more like my brand in the future. This trains AI in real time so that it starts sounding more like you right out of the gate. You can thank me later. So, is copywriting dead in the AI era? Not at all. What's dead is lazy, generic copy. The future is a blend of human and AI. AI gives you the speed and ideas, but it's your judgment, quirks, and brand voice that make words connect and sell. If you master both, your copy becomes unstoppable. If you want to go deeper into frameworks, templates, and prompt formulas that you can plug straight into your business, make sure to check out HubSpot's free copywriting crash course. Again, I'll link it in the description. It is packed with exercises to sharpen your skills and make AI your sidekick, not your replacement. If you liked this video, make sure to hit like, subscribe to this channel, HubSpot Marketing, for more weekly videos on how you can stay ahead in the AI era of marketing. My name is Bridget O'Rourke. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. Feel free to connect with me online, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.